All right, folks, I'll play the announcement first. Thank you very much for joining into this call. I appreciate that. This is 6:35 a.m. almost, yes, Pacific Standard Time, and this is Coach Veee here. I appreciate you, your connections and your conversations here with Coach Veee. I am coming live to you from a very small town on the Pacific Coast in the United States, almost 15 hours north of San Francisco in California and 5 hours south of Seattle, Washington on the West Coast. This is early morning. I just hydrated myself, had my clear normal water, which is the best hydration for me anytime and every time. If you have known me a bit, you should know about that. I am excited and obviously very much interested in joining this conversation with you. And in today's focus conversation we have, again, all these short conversations that I am having on a day-to-day basis on weekdays, around 6:30 a.m. These are 20 to 30 minute short conversations designed to spark your interest in having a conversation with me or with other friends around you, with your family members or with your friend circles. And that interest in you should lead you to read more, listen to, and learn more about it. If you're interested in learning about culture shocks, in particular, the Culture Shocks USA, that is when you want to learn about American English and you want to learn about the culture shocks that are relevant while you're traveling to the United States, either for personal, professional, or business, or any other pleasure purposes. It is important as you navigate into this world of cultures, you are prepared and you are ready to absorb and enrich your travel and living experience as closely as possible. But other than that, culture shocks in general, if you're interested in learning about, this is a perfect place to start with. And I have my first debut podcast, Americanism Unzipped, streaming. I have my Americanism Unzipped podcast streaming on YouTube channel Culture Shocks USA. You're more than welcome to listen to the audio formats of these episodes. 5 episodes are already released, and another 5 episodes are upcoming. I'm planning on that. So listen to them, and if you have any questions in that context, bring them to me and have a deeper dive discussions, particularly on Saturday and or Sunday, wherein I will have 60 to 90 minute longer conversations. And invitation is open. Everybody is invited to come and join with me on that pretext. But on the days such as this, which is weekdays, the conversations that I am revolving around are the questions such as this question stems from the very first episode. My first episode in that series is a straight talk. How is a straight talk different in casual conversation versus business settings? That's the larger question I'm trying to address here in today's call. Each day, I'm bringing a new question stemming from one of those episodes. And I am so glad that you were able to join this call and have a conversation with me. Let me fix my audio here. It looks like on one channel I'm not showing up my audio. I would appreciate to have the sound coming in there as well. Where the sound, ta-da. Raise your hand if you're on a platform and send me a message. Let me see, it's opening. Okay. Audio settings. Okay. All right, now I'm on. Thank you very much. Looks like all good. There you go. Yes. So bring in your questions and comments and suggestions as you may deem fit after you listen to one of these episodes. The current question, how is straight talk different in casual conversation versus business settings, stems from the very first episode, Straight Talk. How is that different? And if you're interested in, let's see. Hi, Liver. I see you're back online here again. You're more than welcome to raise your hands. I see Liver Voice just trying to jump onto the conversation over here. Thank you very much.
Hello, yeah, hello. Nice to see you. Yes, I want to jump in the conversation. Yeah.
Yes, and I appreciate you jumping into the conversation, Liver. Hope you're spending your weekdays in a very productive way.
Yeah, of course. I always try to, spend my weekend, almost every day, in a more productive, more efficient way.
I am so happy to hear that you're positively and productively spending your weekdays or weekends. Anything exciting that you want to share with us today that you've been up to?
Today, let me think what I'm doing now. Today, wow, what am I doing today? I forgot everything.
And it is okay to forget things because, we don't want to live in the past. You're living in moments, enjoying the day and times. It's all that matters. Go ahead.
I only know maybe in the next 2 days I'm gonna to do something new. So let me think. I got an invitation. It's an interview.
Okay.
Maybe it's kind of what kind of company? It's from Netherlands. I'm not quite what kind of company it is. Just give me an interview.
And what kind of interview? Is that a job interview?
Yeah, job interview. Yeah.
Hey.
I quit my job.
Okay.
Last month.
Oh, look at that. Congratulations for quitting and congratulations on getting some invites as well.
Wow. It's kind of funny company. Wow. After what? I think 1 month ago, I just sent my resume over to the company. Now after 1 month, they invited me to have an interview. Well, it's not that efficient. I think this company is like. Wow,
Are you excited about this interview, by the way?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. Not that excited. But fine. Having an interview is better than anything else, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nowadays,
Absolutely. These days when I interview with companies, not that these days, I have always done that. I let them know I am here in the interview for the interview's sake, which means I do not literally care you give me job or you don't give me the job. But I'm going to make it sure that we are having an experience worth the interview having worth an experience. That means you learn something from me and I learn something from you, but outcome I'm not worried about. And sometimes people are like, oh, what are you talking about? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I am interviewing myself with you and I'm interviewing you as well. So you are interviewing me and that is fine. But don't you think that you're gonna just drive me crazy because you're gonna give me the job or not? No.
Whoa.
No.
You can think about another way. If you are really competitive, you can think about that way. Okay, just like an interview, it's not like you are gonna give me a job. So I will appreciate that kind of offer. It's just like a mutual interview. If I feel that's not a good fit for me to work there, probably I will give up. But it depends. Not the situation is getting worse in my country. So you can talk about that way. You can say, I'm in the video, your company as well. That's not a good way, you know.
True. Yeah, it's absolutely right. I mean, to begin with, I mean, people always play this power dynamics. Just because you're seeking a position or a job, that doesn't mean that you should bow to their own, whims and desires. Just because they are about to provide you a job, they should be equally excited and respectful to you that you're about to provide them skills, expertise, and your time, most obviously. And that shouldn't put you anywhere in a lesser kind of equation or in a lesser spot.
Yeah, theoretically you're right. Theoretically,
But then again, yes, and that kind of sends us back to the question that I have put in today's conversation. My question in focus today is, again, as I explained to you, that my podcast series, Americanism Unzipped, is streaming on YouTube, and my channel name is Culture Shocks USA. And my first episode of that series of podcast is Straight Talk. The title of the episode is Straight Talk. And this question, how is a straight talk different in casual conversation versus business settings, pertains directly to that, hits directly to that episode's core presentation. Have you thought about it? Straight talk. Have you heard about direct communication style of American English? Or Americans in general?
I know straight talk. Sometimes, let me say, I think, yeah, you're right. Straight talk maybe it's different in some casual conversation versus the formal business settings. I say in formal business settings sometimes you can't be too straightforward. Sometimes just going along the bush is kind of way to avoid conflicts, to avoid to make another part, not that impressive sometimes. So we can, but in casual talk, to your friend or to some, you can talk a little bit more dialect. That's what I think. Yeah, because that's just between you and another party. So it's not like a public thing. But for business setting, you should be careful. Maybe that involve a lot of different parties. Should be especially in Asian cultures. If you make somebody embarrassing in public, especially in a group of people, maybe they are not happy. Maybe they will retaliate you. So you should be careful. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm not right. Yeah, that's from my experience, especially for Chinese people. Not only for Chinese, for Asian people. Sometimes it should be a little bit of indirect way. In that way, it's more appropriate sometimes.
Yeah, most of the Asian cultures actually, while having a conversation, they are more indirect in their delivering of the message. Not always, but most of the time, generally, and that doesn't show the weakness, rather that shows the respect. That in conversation, everybody has a place. Suppose you're sitting on the table, there's somebody who is very old, somebody is very professional, somebody is very youngest, on the table. And it's a business setting or if it's a family setting. But each individual presents a dynamic state in the power equation that's on the table. So having a conversation with a group of people within family or outside the family, anywhere in Asian cultures, to my knowledge, it looks like they are cognizant of their power equation. And so indirect communication is more prevalently used. That's their general communication style. So talking not straight to the point, rather coming around and about. But that's the contrast of the straight communication style that we have here in America. That doesn't mean we don't have respect for the individual. It is a respectful way to have a conversation without much ado or without wasting more time, because speed and time is required here to be more efficient on and to deliver the message promptly, and coming to directly to the point helps them pick up fast. So it is about a cultural shift that we have here. And again, it kind of helps the people, those who are planning to navigate within the United States. They come from different cultures, different places, with their ambitions for jobs, employment, and sometimes academic degrees, and sometimes just traveling into the country for different purposes. People are busy. They are really busy. And it is very important in that business you come straight about the point you're trying to send across, the message you're trying to send across. And that also does not allow you to be kind of circuitous and to be, hiding facts. Like if you're thinking too much around, perhaps there are things that you're hiding. So it allows you to be honest, transparent, and up to the point, directly hit the point. Do you want to eat dinner with me tonight? Yes or no? Right? Instead of saying, hey, I was thinking about going out today. I wonder if you're available for dinner, or how do you think about having a dinner tonight? Instead of that, hey, want to have a dinner tonight? I think that saves time for both the parties. If I'm available, I'll say yes. If I'm not, I'll say no. What the heck? So that's the strength it brings in. Of course, it's a cultural shift. There is nothing wrong and right, and that's what we celebrate. We come from different cultures, and different culture settings prompts us to talk in different ways. Because our intent of communication, is to deliver message. But our intent on the other side, underlying, side of that is are we aware of the people, those who are engaged in conversation, their age, experiences, expertise, and are we aware of the time and space context? The awareness to everything is important, but striking a balance about how much time do we spend on going around and about the topic rather than going to the topic. And that's the crux of the conversation. So how straight talk kind of connects in the Chinese culture, you may be able to kind of reflect a little bit. So if you have to ask your colleague for a dinner outing, how would you ask if you can speak both in Chinese and translate loosely as much in English? Please go ahead, Liver.
Well, it depends now. Yeah, if like in Chinese, you invite somebody to dinner, if it's just a regular dinner, probably you can directly invite somebody. Shall we go out tonight for dinner? But if you think that dinner is kind of like a dating, probably you are not quite sure. Another side is like you are interested to you. So you should be a little bit careful. You can say we can go to date. No, because you're not sure. Like he or she is has crush on you as well, like you.
And of course, I didn't mean to say that dinner for the date purposes. You know, it could be just a friendly dinner. It's a collegial meeting. You don't have to think from romance perspective. I understand the game completely changes when the invite is for romantic dates.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
But then if you do not have romantic angle to it, how would you ask? You're a male, you're asking a male friend to join for a dinner. How would you ask?
You just say, just come to the point. I think maybe today, what time we should go outside and have a dinner. If possible, if you have friends, just come to the point directly. That's the more efficient way, I think. Because if it's not involve like romantic things, it's easy. So that's easy now. That's have no comfort. I think that's not like a debate or something. Make another party, another side feel embarrassing. Just come out and say, okay, shall we go outside like tonight or tomorrow night? Have a dinner. It's easy. That's not a problem. Yeah. So.
Hello, Rosa. How are you doing today?
Yeah.
And thank you, Liver, for chiming in. Yes, go ahead. Rosa, welcome to the stage. How are you doing today? We have Liver here from...
Hello, Coach. It's first time to your live stream. Nice to meet you. I'm preparing for IELTS, so I just listen to you and try to analyze your topic, words. So yeah, my English is intermediate. Sometimes I have some mistakes. I'm sorry.
You are doing absolutely fine, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
And thank you for jumping onto the call and coming to the stage. I appreciate the connection and your question. And yes, your question earlier, as you had on the message board, if I'm a teacher, I don't claim to be a teacher. I can't teach people. But if people can learn from our conversation, they are more than welcome to learn. And that is where I completely claim to be different. And I want to be called rather a coach who works with you, for you, as a friend, than as a teacher. Teacher is so much loaded with power, authority, And coach has power and authority, but it's more the coaching is mentoring, working together. He is working with you, not on here. They are here. Coaching is working together. So I like to be called a coach rather than a teacher.
Okay, I have a call. I will come again. Okay.
Yes, no problem. Welcome back again. Thank you very much for joining the call. Yes.
I know what it means.
Do you get that?
Yeah. Of course, I know what teacher. Of course, coach is just like working together. Means you are on the equal. You are on the same level.
Yes.
Something you just learn together. But teacher is just like you are a little bit, above. So you can just like in the class or teacher. Sometimes just impart knowledge to you. They don't want to spend a lot of time to negotiate or discuss, because that's not a efficient way. If the teacher in the class just like a coach to talk about to negotiate with all the students, I don't think they have enough time to do that. In my country, it's impossible to do that. You have to just follow routine. Just okay, this knowledge, this kind of thing today, I have to let all the students know. Then after that, you can raise your hand, ask questions. That's what we want in the classroom back into many decades ago. Teacher just follow like a scenario. This scenario to teach you every point. Then at the end and ask a question. Who don't understand, raise your hand. They don't want to negotiate with you about something because they think what they give you is absolutely right. Because that's from the textbook. So it's not like coach. Coach is different. Coach can talk about, they can negotiate. No, that's quite different. You are right. Purposefully, you just tutor. And it's a tutor. Tutor maybe is between coach and the teacher.
So tutorship is again a little different. Of course, these are all interchangeable expressions, and we don't want to get into the finer details of this. But of course, each word had its own special meaning, even though they could interchangeably be used. There is a special meaning attached with it, and its uses. When to use it, how to use it, and what exactly it means. A teacher is different from a coach is different from a tutor, and tutor is different from both coach and a teacher. And mentor is again different. Anyways, Liver, glad to connect back with you. Thank you very much. And this short call, I would want to end here today. Again, for the folks, those who are joining first time, and don't forget to join me tomorrow, 6:30 again. I'm going to do a public announcement and I'm going to sign off. Yes. Thank you very much for joining in the call. Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, bye-bye. So for the folks, those who are joining here first time here on this platform, either you are on Hello Talk or on my YouTube channel or on TikTok, I truly appreciate your connection and appreciate your questions and engagement. This is Coach Veee here in the United States on the Pacific Coast, almost 15 hours north of San Francisco in California and 5 hours down south of Seattle in Washington. I am here at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time almost every weekday, sparking the conversation, sparking your interest in having a conversation with me, with your friends, with your family members, with your colleagues about different aspects of culture shocks. Whether you're interested in culture shocks in general, across the world in different situations, or you're interested in culture shocks conversation in particular about your experiences in America. My first debut podcast is being streamed on YouTube on my channel, Culture Shocks USA. Please don't forget to go there and listen to the audio formats of these episodes and come back with your questions and comments and hang out with me. On a short call on every weekday for 20 to 30 minutes, I aim to connect with as many people as possible and build that human connection and invite you to Saturday and or Sunday longer conversations, 60 to 90 minutes deep dive on one of these episodes. The question in focus today that I have is, how is a straight talk different in casual conversation versus business settings? It stems from the very first episode in the podcast series, Americanism Unzipped, the episode number 1, Straight Talk. You're more than welcome to read about it, learn more about it, and fine-tune your understanding of communication style that's more prevalently used in American settings. That is direct communication style. Until we meet tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you all have a wonderful day, wonderful evening. Enjoy your time wherever you are. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.